Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day. This is my monthly live video update, and it has been quite a crazy month of August. So, first up, join in the discussion, and you could win a hamper, which is the Wolf Trap Chenin Blanc, and some foam bath, and very importantly, a mint crisp chocolate. And then let's just see here. We've got, good morning, Nikita. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm actually feeling quite sick. I've got a sore throat, I've got a cough, and I'm starting to get congested. But I'm going to talk about my family and everybody being sick and medical stuff for this month. So quite frankly, it's not surprising that I'm not feeling so great. I hope you are doing better than me. Oh, wow, I could really use that. Yeah, the chocolate, the wine, and the bubble bath. It's a great combo. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so first things first, I am announcing the winner of the August 2023. Am I got it right? Yes, last month was August. The last month's Kaboki Top Fan Hamper. I just want to see if you are here. It's all Nikita. Sorry, it's not you today. Yeah, no, I hope it goes away as well. Good. I'm glad you are well. So the August 2023 Kaboki Top Fan Hamper is Michelle Fenter. I will send you an email a bit later. And then let's go on to what we've got for today. I've got these things all backwards. Oopsie. So I wanted to share that there is the Mommy and Me Pregnancy, Baby and Toddler Expo. That is on the 30th of September to the 1st of October. It is in, where is it? Durbanville. So I'm just going to pop the details down here. Yeah, it's at Venue Diara and it's in Durbanville. I'm just going to pop that into the comments over there so you can get your tickets. So that is, oops, I have got available. Oh, it splits it into two comments. Okay, that's interesting because it was too much info. Whoopsie. And then I'm just going to put the Mommy and Me Expo page up for you guys. Nikita, sadly, that is very far away from you. Whoops. Halima, glad to join you. Good morning. Oops, I'm putting up all the wrong stuff. Yeah, Nikita says that's very far from you. Sikle, good morning. Great to see you. Miska, thanks for the links. Pleasure. Risha, hi, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys the... Oh, no, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, okay, so I'm going to put up a new ticker. I've got 4 tickets to the Mommy and Me Expo. So if anybody is in Cape Town near Durbanville, just pop it into the comments. Let me know where you are and if you want to go to the Mommy and Me Expo, and I'll announce a winner a bit later. And then, so the hamper for September Kaboki Top Fan is going to be this beautiful journal from the Papery. It's absolutely stunning. It's like a galaxy one with a sun and all sorts of planets. It's really beautiful. It is going to be Happy Event Firming Cream, Hader Labo Eye and Mouth Corrector Cream, a jelly foot treatment from Terrific Naturals, and then also a wine, a bubble bath, and a chocolate. Yum, yum. So I'm just going to pop that into the comments so you can check it out. So it'll have the competition link over there. Awesome. Morning, Jean, or I think your name is Jean. Tiro. Krista, that is beautiful. Yeah, I think you're talking about the journal. I absolutely love the stuff from the paper. It's really awesome. Cool. So I'm going to talk about, for a minute, I'll announce the winner of the tickets shortly. So first thing up is, I spoke in my last video, my closest friend, my soul sister, the person that's been my closest friend since I was 6 years old, 38 years of friendship. She passed away in July in a freak car accident, and it was absolutely devastating. And then a few days after that, one of my really close friends, her husband died from heart problems. And it was really a tough month, July. And then, yeah, it's been quite mind-blowing how, like, everything came to just about a complete standstill for a month for me. I could barely get anything done. I couldn't get the stuff out of my head. It's gotten a lot easier now, but, you know, the pain is still there. And, yeah, it's very up and down. Like, I'll be fine, and then suddenly I'm crying. So it's been a really, really hard month. To anybody that's lost somebody close to you, yeah, my heart goes out to you. I'm actually quite grateful that, I mean, besides my grandparents, and they were all, you know, heading on, I haven't lost anybody really, really close to me up until now. So I've been very fortunate, but it is absolutely brutal. Arisha, sorry I had to go through that. Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. Nikita, very heart-wrenching period to go through. Condolences. Thank you. And Halima, condolences from you. Awesome. Okay. Then this last month has been sick kids and medical problems. Like, it has been absolutely insane. So the beginning of August, my daughter got a cough and she started feeling really sick. Took her to the doctor, got antibiotics, got meds, and she kind of got better from most of the stuff, but the cough just continued and continued and continued. We recently took her to the doctor again last week because, yeah, she was sick with a snot nose and sore throat and coughing, and then recovered from that except for the cough. And then the sore throat and everything started again last week. So we took her back to the doctor, and this time they did further tests, and it turns out she's also got seasonal asthma, like my son, who was diagnosed last year. So now my daughter's on asthma pumps and everything. And then 2 weeks ago, I'm sitting at home and I'm working, but I've got the TV on in the background, and my hearing is like not as good as it used to be. And my phone rings, and I don't turn the TV off, and this little voice whispers very, very softly, "Mom, I've had a problem at school." So I'm like, okay, what is it? And this little voice whispers, "I went to the toilet to pee and blood came out." So I said, "Oh, shame, sweetie, did you start your period at school?" And then there's just silence. And then my son says, "It's Skulk," in a very angry, loud voice. So that is like mom fail deluxe, like big time. It was absolutely brutal. I mean, I found it funny, but I said to him, "I'm in the car, I'm coming to fetch you." And then we had a conversation in the car on the way home, on the way to the doctor, where I was explaining to him, you know, it's probably just a bladder infection. So he's probably just going to push around on your tummy, and then, you know, probably you're going to have to pee in a little jar and give it to him and he'll test it. And yeah, I said to him, "But you know, he might need to look at things. So just prepare yourself." And we started talking about, you know, unpleasant medical procedures and how sometimes you have to get put out, like if you're having a colonoscopy, etc. And we get to the doctor, and the doctor says, "I'm going to have to take a look. I'm going to go to the next room and get some gloves, and I'll come back and I'll tell you what I'm going to do." So I told my son, "Okay, prepare yourself, dude. Prepare yourself if he's fetching the gloves." So the doctor comes back in, he puts the gloves on. He tells my son he's going to do like he's just going to do a checkup. My son looks at him very seriously and he says, "Are you going to put me out for this?" The doctor looks at him and he goes, "I'm sorry, what?" So it was quite funny. Anyway, we've got some things that we need to sort out with my son. He's feeling much better, but there's still some things that have to come. So yeah. Lisa, your baby was admitted to the hospital 2 times in a month a few months ago. Oh, shame. No, that is absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. My daughter spent a week in hospital when she was 6 months old. She had the RSV virus, and it was absolutely horrible. Nikita, I feel you. My son had upper respiratory infection last week, but he's better now. Yeah, I mean, the kids are all sick. Everybody's coughing. Risha, I'm currently watching this live from hospital. I'm pregnant due in November and I'm having cervical issues. It's no fun at all. No one wants to see doctors. No, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I mean, you still got a few months to go. Miska, I was the same when I got mine, very shy and scared to tell my mom. But it wasn't, Miska, it wasn't my daughter, it was my son. Because he was whispering and he was obviously shy and embarrassed. So he was whispering and he said he had blood when he peed. So I because my hearing's not great and I had the TV on, I thought it was my daughter. But looking back, it was a bit weird because I've discussed periods with my daughter. She's very, very, prepared. So I thought it was a bit weird. He seemed a bit confused on the phone. So anyway, yeah. Risa, you're laughing at me. Yeah, such a mom fail. Chantal, flu this year is much worse. You struggled with your kids. Your kid had bronchitis, middle ear infection. And struggled for 2 months to get rid of the cough. Straight after that, your daughter started coughing and hubby's got asthma as well. Yeah, I'm also so over it. I'm so done. But look, everybody else appears to be better, and now it's my turn to get sick. So, Chantal, thank you very much. Nikita, he must have been terrified, praying he's doing better now. No, he's doing very well. Krista, it was her son. Yeah. Jessica, we all want to be put out when it comes to those checkups. Yeah, I know. Imagine how nice it would be if you go to the gynae, instead of going through all that emotional trauma, they just gas you out and then you wake up and it's all done. That'd be pretty cool. Younger, I feel so bad for you guys because I love kids, even though I don't have one. Yeah, it's been a moment. Hi, Deirdre. Lynn, I keep missing your live sessions since you moved away from the Friday morning sessions. Glad to join this one. Yeah, the Friday morning ones, it just got way too pressured, and I was actually going to do this live video on Friday morning, but what happened on Thursday? I was going to prepare for it on Thursday, and my daughter was feeling sick again, so I had to take her to the doctor. And I didn't get it done, and then all the load shedding came on, and I'm also doing a course, and my kids started exams on Monday when I started my course. So it's just so much stuff. I kind of squeeze my live videos in where and when I can. Sharifa, lots of kids are getting sick in school. My daughter and I complaining her throat's sore. Yeah, totally. And Nikita, both your kids were also sick last week. Sure, yeah. No, it's been a month. I've got something really exciting to share with you all. So, I don't know how many people are on TikTok, but I don't get it. I don't dance like the other mommy bloggers. I've got 5 left feet, and I'm in old people music from the 1980s, 1990s. I don't know what is sort of trending. I'm anyway, my daughter took a look at my TikTok, and I only had a few videos up, and she just said to me, "Oh no, Mom, no." And I'm I know, right? But as an influencer, the customers want you to be on TikTok. But I kind of I can do video editing, but it takes me a long time. I don't enjoy it. And the end result is quite frankly not great. And then I put the wrong music, and it's just wait for me. In, out, in, out. Okay, I think I'm back. So she's been researching. She's 11 years old, and she's been researching. She's been Googling how can kids make money. And one of the things on her list was video editing. So after she made that comment about my TikTok channel, she was showing me this list of stuff. And I said to her, "But you can do TikTok videos for me. You do beautiful editing." And she is over the moon. So I've made my daughter my TikTok manager, and she is over the moon. And I just want to share this one TikTok video she made me. It is so cute and so well done. I'm so chuffed with her. Let's see. TikTok, you will see what trending, then you find anything on there. Yeah, no, I don't get it. And I don't have the patience. I don't want to get it. It's not me. So anyway, Sickly, please share your TikTok link. Sure. I'm going to pop it in the comments here. Note the first videos are me and the last few videos are my daughter. You can see like a distinct difference. Krista, kids know more about TikTok. They know more about it than us. So kids are great managers for that. Yeah, and that's the other thing is I won't allow her to be on social media. So she's devastated by that. But now she's allowed on TikTok on my channel to kind of put my videos up and do stuff like that. So she's like got the best of both worlds. She's got the safety of not being on herself, but being able to kind of like look at my TikTok. And she's always going in and looking at the analytics and who's following and who's doing what. It's really cute. Chantel, kids these days are much more internet social media clever. It's like they're born technology smart, 100%. Sickly, if it's not private. No, it's not private. I'm a blogger, so I wouldn't make it private. It's like there. So yeah, she's so chuffed. And then also, one of the TikTok videos I did, my customer contacted me and said she really, really likes it. And I said, I know, it's amazing. My daughter did it. And I told her my daughter's like doing my TikTok videos. So she said, can she do videos for her as well? So my daughter's got her own private client coming up soon as well. And she is like so excited. Deirdre, share your TikTok videos, then we will comment. Thank you so much. It's a bit slow going now because my daughter's in the middle of exams. So that comes first over and above Mommy's TikTok. So we'll get it going again soon. Simona, definitely kids know more about TikTok than us. Yeah, because I didn't even know what to do with it, you know? Renelle, oh, I've had 2 boys with mumps this month already. Oh, I feel you. My kids have never had mumps, but no, it's bad. Halima, we've had load shedding in Cape Town, but we have a UPS, so it helps a lot as I work from home. Yeah, I had a UPS, but it just kind of gave up the ghost with so much load shedding. And like yesterday, we had a 4 hours. No, we had a 2-hour slot first thing in the morning. Then we had a 4-hour slot, I think from 2 to 6, and then from 10 to 2 a.m. we had another 4 hours. So it's been an absolute nightmare. Suzette, best move ever. Children are the best. I know, it's like fantastic. And you know what would take me a whole afternoon to make basically a shitty video? It takes her 20 minutes and she's like, boom, here you go, mom. And it comes with music recommendations. I don't have to do that. That's so lovely. Elizabeth, share the TikTok link. So here it is. Like I say, she's only done a few videos because we just started about 2 weeks ago. And then, of course, exams are going on. So, yeah. Nikita, fantastic. It's great. She's finding safe ways to make money on her own. Yeah, we are both like so chuffed. Simone, wow, so great. Perhaps something for her future. 100%. Yeah. Deirdre, that's quite cool. Love it. Your passion for puzzles in that TikTok video. Oh, I love doing puzzles. I'm like a child when it comes to puzzles. And last month I shared that we completed, I think it was last month, we completed a 2,000-piece puzzle, me and 2 of my friends, and 1 piece was missing from a brand new puzzle. We were devastated. Anyway, eventually we scrumpled it all up and put it back in the box. And then my friend found the puzzle piece at her house. Yay! Krista, load shedding is getting worse by the day, 11.5 hours a day. No, we haven't had that. We've had 10. Maximum 10. 4, 8, yeah. Renal, I'm so over load shedding. Yeah. Oh, solar winners from Checkers. I would love that. Oh, Tracy, you're battling with your baking because of load shedding. Oh, geez, are you baking for income? Oh, my word. I mean, I can't even get supper cooked. Half the time, I just make my husband make a braai, and then I make potato salad sometime during the day. And when he gets home, he braais, because then you don't have to worry. Halima, I saw your post on perimenopause with heavy bleeding. Thanks so much for the recommendation of the vitamins. I'm looking to buy some. I have the same issue currently, and it's really hard. I was actually going to talk about that. I'll talk about that next, since you brought it up. Getting my menstrual bleeding under control. I have been through an absolute nightmare with my period. And I think it's like a perimenopausal thing. I'm now 44. But this started in 2017. It was the last few months of 2017. My periods just started getting so heavy and so long. It was like, okay, I don't want to like gross anyone out here, but I need to explain to you what it was like. And there was like chunky, fleshy bits in it. It was like really, really disgusting. My daughter was about to start grade 1, and we were getting ready for her, my first child to start grade 1. It was so busy. Finally got them into school, at the beginning of 2018. And within the first week of my daughter starting school, I landed up in hospital with a miscarriage. I had an ectopic pregnancy. And in my mind, like, I was thinking, okay, that's probably what all the bleeding was, because it was very unusual for me. I did have usually like a long period my whole life. Like, it was usually about 6 days, but it wasn't like anything extreme. And then obviously after the miscarriage, you bleed for sometimes up to 6 weeks. So I didn't take any notice of the bleeding after the miscarriage. But the whole of 2018, I bled like to death. And it was bad. It was almost non-stop bleeding. I'd bleed for 3 weeks, and then I'd like have a day not bleeding, a day bleeding, a day not bleeding, a day bleeding, and then on off for a few days, and then just bleeding again for like 3 weeks. And then at the beginning of 2019, I went to my gynae, and I told him the problem, and he said I had a enlarged womb. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And he said to me, he basically wants me to have a hysterectomy. But there's, I don't know who else has considered a hysterectomy, but there's a number of things to consider. So, like, obviously a hysterectomy, you take out the womb. I mean, that is a hysterectomy. But then you can also, so you can take out just the womb, or you can take out the womb, the cervix, and the ovaries, or you can take out just, like the womb and the cervix, or the womb and the ovaries. And the thing is, if you take out the ovaries, you hit menopause immediately, and it's quite apparently like a shock to the system. And if you take out the cervix, you never have to have another pap smear again. Yay! But there's a downside. Like, apparently, because there's nothing there, your insides can fall out your cook. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So there was a lot of stuff to think about. And then there's also how are you going to take it out? You can have like a C-section type op. You can have a, what is the other thing? Where they make that small little hole and pull it out. And then they can pull it out your vagina. Oh, could you imagine? So anyway, he gave me all this information, and I was like, oh my God, like, I need to think about this. And then he said, okay, I'll put you on the pill so long. So I was given a prescription for the pill, and straight after that was in February 2019, and like a month after that, the pandemic hit. So you couldn't get to the gynae, you couldn't get to appointments, and you certainly couldn't have a hysterectomy because that is like not a life-threatening thing. So then by 2021, beginning of 2021, I phoned my gynae to see if I could go back to get the hysterectomy, because that pill did, I think in the first 3 months, I noticed a slight reduction in the bleeding, but nothing like, wow, it really didn't help much. And then, yeah, when I phoned him at the beginning of 2021, I found out he'd retired. So I was like, oh no. So anyway, I found another gynae, and I went to her, and she said to me, she does not want to do a hysterectomy because I've had 3 C-sections and it's not a great idea. She wants to rather put me on the Mirena, which is the hormonal IUD. So I had that put in beginning of 2021. And then 2021, there was not that much difference. I was still bleeding really heavily. I mean, it did help a slight bit, but like, it was not great. Then from the beginning of 2022 up until the beginning of 2023, it was a lot better. I was bleeding almost constantly still, but it was like a slow, like, leak. It was like very light. It was like I was leaking to death. And at the beginning of this year, I'm like, yes, see, I've got to like find something that works. So I did some research online and I found that there's a natural remedy called Agnus castus. So I got this from Faithful to Nature. So I've been taking one of these a day. And within about 2 weeks, I noticed that I was having, it wasn't like drastic changes, but like, I mean, I barely have a day without bleeding. Like if I'm not bleeding, I'm like, yeah, I'm not bleeding, in the morning. And then you go to the loo in the evening, and you're like, I'm bleeding again. So I noticed with this that I had kind of longer stretches of not bleeding, that it was only slightly noticeable. But within 3-4 months, I was like, no, this is working. And now I kind of splot maybe once a month or every second month. So I really believe this is what really helped in the end. I've written a review on it. Let me go and have a look. So I published a review on my website. Yeah, and I mean, I can't tell you what it feels like to finally not have to bleed all day, every day. I mean, I wore a pad basically every single day from the end of 2017 up until the beginning of 2025. We won't count 2017, it was right at the end, but 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years of constantly wearing pads. It was horrific. And then here's the link to the product. This is on Faithful to Nature. And just take note that it is an affiliate link. So if you buy through my link, thank you, I'll earn commission. Yeah, so it really has been fantastic. I mean, I can't, by the time I realized I bled, it's finished. It's like just spotting slightly. So apparently lots of women go through this when you are going through perimenopause, and I didn't know that. Simone, sorry for your terrible experience. Yeah, it has been brutal. In fact, when I went to the doctor in 2019, I went to my GP first before I went to the gynae, and I was bleeding so heavily that he put me on an iron drip. I had to sit there for 2 hours with an iron drip. My iron levels were so low. It was brutal. Krista, until what age does women have periods? After a miscarriage, bleeding usually takes a few weeks to go away. Well, I'm 44 now, and I think, I mean, it really does vary, and a lot of people have go through early menopause, but I think it's roughly 50 years old. So I've only got 5 years and a few months to go, and I'm really, really excited. Chantal, I've heard that having a hysterectomy is super painful. I've heard that too, but I've never had one. So, but I'll tell you one thing, I'd rather have a hysterectomy than 5 years of non-stop bleeding. It was absolutely brutal. Nikita, I'm completely in the dark with my menstruation. Currently going on the 2nd month without getting it. Yay! But then when it does start, it hurts more than it should have if it started on time. And after having my son, whenever I do, it starts feeling like everything inside moves down. Maybe you need to go and have that checked out at the gynae. I mean, I would go check it. When periods don't go as they should, it can be really brutal. You have PCOS. Yeah, I've heard that is absolutely awful. Miska, my menstrual cycle, I don't understand. Get my periods every 3rd month, but very heavy and for only 3 days. Well, maybe it's your age, because as you get older, your periods are going to start kind of, or should, not like me, being more widely spaced. So I don't know. Ushana, so I understand your pain. Yeah, it is horrible. It's the worst. Yeah, it's, and constantly, it was also so heavy that almost every night I'd bleed through my pad. Even if I wake up 3 times and I change my pad, it was like just blood everywhere. It was horrible. Lisa, since having my C-section, I've been getting irregular periods. Thanks for this advice. Yeah, and apparently this is really good for period cramps, for, you get hormonal fluctuations during perimenopause, and this kind of just evens everything out. So I've really found this fantastic. I have read that it's not going to work for everybody. It's a natural remedy. So maybe I was just exceptionally lucky. But I mean, it was 200 and something bucks for a bottle. And there are 60 capsules. So it lasts 2 months because I just take one in the morning. So it's really not bad at all. It's certainly worth giving it a go. Bola Ditchan, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Bola Dish Anang. Welcome. Kushana, I didn't even get my menstruation this year. Is that such a bad thing? Like, I hate periods. Oh, and then when you get them, then you bleed nonstop. Oh no, that's absolutely brutal. Kushana, doctors can't help. They're saying it's not normal. That is absolutely awful. Simona, the Mirena is not a good idea. The infections you pick up from that is really a lot. Okay, well, I haven't had an infection. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't keen to get the Mirena put in. And also, I had such a reaction when they put it in. Maybe I'll just see if I can get that post. So it's a hormonal IUD. And I've got mental health difficulties. I'm an addict and an alcoholic in recovery, and I've got bipolar disorder. And when I had the Mirena put in, I realized very quickly that I had such bad depression. Like, I felt so bad, and I managed to kind of connect it to the Mirena, and nobody warned me about that side effect. So I think it took maybe 3 or 4 weeks straight after having it put in. It was absolutely like horrific. Please post the name again of the medicine. It is, and let me just put the banner up. Oh, I don't have it on the banner. The medicine is, I'll put the link in over here so you can check it out. It's from I bought it from Faithful to Nature. Yeah. Oh, yes. Ranel, do your headaches get worse now if you've suffered from some before? I feel like perimenopause makes mine worse. I've been getting migraines. I don't suffer from headaches, but the last maybe year or so, I've been getting migraines on and off. On the weekend, I got such a bad migraine, I could barely stand. And I was, no, it was absolutely horrific. Not great. Oh, Michaela, I must go for a pap smear and I'm so scared. Just get it over and done with. It'll be worth it. Trust me. But yeah, it's not a pleasant experience. I can't. Yeah. Shana, I don't know if I should be happy or sad about not getting a period. Any day that I don't bleed is a great day. Yeah. Shana, the constant migraines. Yeah, I mean, it's not constant for me, but I've definitely had a huge increase in migraines. So maybe I need to look at that and see what I can, do. Simona, is depression actually a thing as a side effect of the Mirena? I had no idea. Well, it's not something the doctor warned me about, but I have to be very conscious of my mental health and where I am. So I do a lot of journaling. If I'm not feeling right, I kind of go into it and I think to myself, what's changed? What have I done differently? Have I been going through a lot of stress? But it was like with my bipolar, I'm usually manic. I'm not usually the lows. I had postnatal depression after the birth of my first baby. And I think that's how I recognized it as depression, because I felt exactly the same. I felt so low, so awful. And I started going back over what I'd been doing in the last 2 weeks, and putting the Mirena in was one. So I looked it up online, Mirena and depression, and I found a few posts where people said that straight after having the Mirena in, they got depressed. So I didn't take it out. I just kind of monitored, and I did all the things that you should do when you've got depression. So get out, walk, journal, get enough sleep, make sure your routine is good. And I came right, but it was a huge low. It was a real, it was nasty. So I'm 100, I can't say 100% sure it was the Mirena, but I mean, it's the only thing that changed during that time. And I saw that other people had also experienced that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Mizka, and the moody me when I'm on my period. Exactly. I've been like a crazy cow for 5 years. Jessica, you're 41 and haven't had a pap smear in 8 years. Go. Please go. I had a friend in school. She was 14 and she got cervical cancer. It's definitely worth it to catch something early. Mirena, Deirdre, maybe it's the type of Mirena you have, copper or hormonal. The Mirena is the brand. It's a specific type. So the copper one is not hormonal, but the Mirena is hormonal. So yeah, and it slowed the bleeding down and it made it lighter, but it didn't stop it. Michelle, what can cause black discharge? I sometimes had blood that was very, very dark, and I think it's because it was old blood that came out. I don't know if that helps you. I did look that up, but I didn't type in black discharge. I typed in like black blood because it was blood. Yeah. Rosa, what's the benefit of a pap smear? So when they do a pap smear, I think they check for a number of things, but they specifically check for cervical cancer. So if you have regular pap smears and you get cervical cancer, they'll catch it early, which means you've got a much better chance of, beating it and recovering from it. If you don't have a pap smear, you can have cervical cancer that progresses past the point of return, where you can't, you can't basically treat it. It just spreads. So, Deirdre, usually old blood. Yeah, that's what I thought, the black old blood. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I think that's enough. Yanga, platform is very insightful, very excited to be here. It's my first time. As women, we really need someone to talk to. I think so, and I just share my personal experiences, but I think people must be more open to discussions. It's almost like a no-no, don't talk about periods. So sorry if any guys are watching. This is my place. So, Michelle, what must I do about the black blood? I'm not looking for my comments now. Michelle, I don't know. I've got so many comments. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think maybe speak to your doctor, or maybe if anybody else has got any advice for how you get rid of the black blood. I think it's just old blood that's taking a while to come out. Miska, I'm also scared for a pap smear. Will be my first time when I go. Look, it's unpleasant. It's not great, but it's very quick. I must say that. It's they put something into your vaginal wall and they kind of scrape a bit. Before that, they put in a thing that opens your vagina, and then they put something in and they just kind of scrape the vaginal wall. It's very quick, and then it's done. So. And then it goes for testing and they call you and just say everything was fine, or if there's anything, of concern. And then also for any women that are in their 40s, you should start going for mammograms as well to check for breast cancer. So I've been for one of those. It was very unpleasant. It wasn't nice. I did not enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to go from periods into nature hikes and picnics. So with the warmer weather, it's like, yay. My kids and I have been getting outdoors. We love it. We love going to nature reserves. And I was looking up online a little while ago on places to walk in the West Coast. And there's a national park like so close to us. So we're in Veldrift, and the next tiny little town is Dwarskerspos. And just past Dwarskerspos is the Roshapan Nature Reserve, and it's got like a big flay, and you can walk all the way around the flay. We didn't do that because it was our first visit. It was more like a sightseeing, just to kind of check out the lay of the land. So there's a short walk, which was not even a kilometer, I think, kilometer and a half from the entrance to the picnic area and a braai area. They got beautiful braai areas. We just had a picnic, so we had a walk and a picnic. But if you walk all the way around, it's like 7 kilometers, and it was so beautiful. I'm just going to put my TikTok video my daughter did of Roshapan. So that was, and the beautiful flowers because it's flower season. It was really, really fantastic. Oh my word, Suzette, you were excited to have no period for over a year in your 40s, and a non-equal doctor tested your prolactin, ended up discovering you had a brain tumor, can be treated with medicine if detected early. So just a warning. Wow, that is really hectic. I'm glad that you are okay. I assume you're okay. Yeah. Halima, you love going on walks and hikes with your partner. Lovely locations in Cape Town. Yeah, we're a bit limited here. We've got the West Coast National Park, and then we've also got Jacobs Bay. There's a walk you can do there. We did that weekend before last. So that was really cool. And now we've got the Roshapan. So that's quite nice. What age does Mirena start? Younger, I think with an IUD, and I think this is for any IUD, but I'm not a doctor, so I could be mistaken. But I believe if you want to have an IUD, I don't think there's an age limit. I think they only recommend it after you've had a baby. And I'm not quite sure what that reason is, but that was what I was told, that if you want an IUD, you should have it put in after you've had a baby. Nikita, oh wow, love the hikes and places you and your family go. Yeah, it's really, it was beautiful. So it was such a pleasure finding a place close by here. Yeah, it was really nice. Simone, sounds awesome. You're in Oman and totally enjoy Fernkloof Nature Reserve. Nice. I can't remember if I've been there, but I've spent a lot of time in Oman in my younger years when, you know, we'd always go there for the whale festival with our friends. So it was nice. And Nikita, you haven't been on a hike for a while, but your son and I take walks around the complex. Yeah, that's lovely. And I think, you know, with the nice sunshine, it's really nice to get out and about. So I'm enjoying that. And then let's see what else I've got for this month. Ooh, I made a French apple tart and it tasted great and it looked incredible. Let me get my recipe. So you just make the pastry. My brain is like foggy because I'm not feeling well, so I can't remember everything that I did. But I think the pastry was just like flour, butter, and sugar. And you basically make the pastry, you roll it out, you put it into a tin, and then you cook apples on the stove with sugar and a couple of other things. And then it becomes this like puree. You put that in the middle, and then you slice apples up, you put it on top. Shana, I've just shared the recipe. You can go grab it on my website. I'll just pop it in again for you. And then you put like, what else you put on? Melted butter, and then you bake it. It was like awesome. And then you take it out and you sprinkle, you put apricot jam on top. You like paint it on. Well, I painted on. I used my basting brush. It was really cool. And then you sprinkle a bit of sugar, and it was so awesome. But it looks like divine. It looks like you are like such a good chef when you make that. But it's so simple to make. So yeah, there's the recipe. I just want to go here and say, oops. Halima, you live in Blobergstraat, so you'd like to go to the Mommy Me Expo, 100%. Halima, could you please inbox me on my Facebook page at Kaboki, just with your email address, and then I'll get those tickets to you. Oops, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay. Krista, you love the live chats. Can simply talk and reply to you about anything. No judgment, or anyone that's joined the live videos. Feel comfortable. I'm so glad. You know, I think most moms are really supportive and just want to have a chat. There are some judgmental moms, but I really discourage that. I've got a thing of, I support moms. It doesn't matter what religion or culture or what your beliefs are, or how you do your parenting journey. It's just about kind of having an open discussion. So I'm glad that's what you feel here. In fact, I was thinking that at some stage I might like to do, I think it was my daughter suggested it. She's always got great ideas for her mother online on social media. She's just itching to get onto social media, but she's only 11. But she said I should do a video which is like a ask me anything, you know, like you can get into like really hectic stuff. I'm just not sure I'm brave enough for that yet. Oops. Lisa, I should make this for my son. He loves apple. Oh, it was divine. Nikita, for the past month, my husband asks every single night for something sweet. So this will be great to make for him. You're running out of ideas. No, it was really nice. And, you know, it wasn't too much sugar in it. It was mostly apple that makes it sweet. So it wasn't, you know, I don't think it's like way too unhealthy. Halima, great. Awesome. Yeah, just get me on my Facebook page at Kaboki and I'll get in contact with you. Awesome. Ooh, Halima, I made chocolate mint Oreo cookie cheesecake. It was set in the fridge. Simple and quick. I'm hopeless in baking, but the family loved it. So it wasn't a baked cheesecake, because I love making fridge cheesecakes. I've tried making baked ones, but it's definitely not my strong point. All the stuff leaks out the side, and it was just like, it was such a mess. Yeah, I've tried making a baked cheesecake, and I don't think I'm ever going to try it again. I'd love that recipe. I'd love to make that. My kids love Oreos. Which places would you recommend in Johannesburg? I think you're going to have to get feedback from everybody else. I think I've been to Joburg 2 or 3 times in my entire life, and that was mostly just in the airport. So, yeah. Oh, talking about Joburg, when is it? On the 21st of this month, my family and I are going to the Kruger Park. It is going to be so cool. It's going to be my kids' first plane trip. So we're going to drive from here to the airport in Cape Town, fly to Joburg, rent a car, drive to, I don't know where, to some hotel, and we're going to stay the night in the hotel very close to the Kruger Park, and then go to the Kruger Park in the morning, spend 2 full days there, 2, 3, I don't know, I can't remember, and then we come back on the 25th. So it's going to be epic. So no, I'm sorry, I can't recommend anything in Joburg. I don't know Joburg at all. Sorry. Renelle, you love making apple crumble. I love apple crumble, which is why I wanted to make that. So yeah. Renelle, parenting is hard. We really need to help each other by complimenting moms on the smallest things. Yeah, parenting for me is absolutely awful. I mean, no, I love it, but it's like, it's awfully hard. I mean, have you noticed, I don't know what your kids do, when it's load shedding, it's like my kids, when the power's on, they're like on YouTube, they're on their phone playing games, they're watching TV, the power goes off, and it's like these 2 kids are like, it's like flies to shit. Mom, 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 mom. And I'm like, leave me alone. I don't know if you guys get that. It's like, just to add on, like suddenly there's no internet and the kids are just like on top of me. So yeah. Hi, Michaela. What must we do to stand a chance to win the gift? It's my first time here. So I've already given away the tickets for the Mommy and Me Expo. And then I'm going to give away the hamper, the wine and the foam bath and the chocolate soon. All the other competitions are actually on my blog. So you can enter on, let me just get that. You can enter on my blog. So here is the link to the competitions on my blog. The competitions on my blog, you can see there's an explanation of what you have to do to win. For the live giveaway, you've already done it. All you have to do is leave a comment to join in. Like, that's it. So you're in. You're in the competition. Whoops. Nikita, that's good. Thank you. I don't even know what we were talking about. Sorry. Yeah. Suzette, we regularly visit Kruger. You're going to love it. I'm sure I am. I've actually went to Kruger National Park once in my life, but I was, I think, 6 years old. So, I mean, I can remember a little bit, but not that much. Renelle, they literally crawl all over me. Exactly. It's like so bad. Oh, Pilanesberg. Have a wonderful time. I've never been to Kruger, but love the Pilanesberg. I've been wanting to go there. Isn't it Pilanesberg? I don't know. Yeah. Kruger is addictive. Big way. My husband's actually been loads of times, but he's never taken me until now, my kids. Awesome. So, I mean, I'll definitely be updating that. I'm sure my daughter's going to do some awesome videos. I'm like very excited. And then, I've also got coupon codes. So if you want some discount on stuff, go head on over to my coupon code page on my website. And then also something, I'm just going to share this. It's on my coupon code page, but I get so excited about it. But Snap and Save is an app where you can earn money back on your shopping. So you get, basically you go onto the app, they've got various offers on specific products. So you buy like bread and you get 1 rand back, or you buy milk and you get 1 rand back. So you go and you book your offer, you do your shopping, you come back, you claim your offer, and you take a photo of your till slip, and you get that money back. But if you use my link that I've just shared in the comments, you will get an extra 5% back. But just take note, this is only for new users. So if you're already on Snap and Save, sorry, it's only if you sign up for the first time through my link. And then I'm just going to share my YSense review. I'm actually not earning much through YSense at the moment because it's just crazy with load shedding and exams and kids being sick and my work. And also I'm doing a course at the moment through UCT. So it's like at one stage I was earning like $100 a month doing surveys and playing games and doing offers on YSense. But yeah, not at the moment. Yeah, maybe earning $30 a month. So it's way down. But I'll pick it up again sometime when it's not so crazy busy. Cool. Okay, so I am going to, I think I'm done. I'm really tired and I'm really feeling sick. I think I need to go to bed. I'm going to announce the winner for this hamper. And I'm going to go with Michaela. It's your first time here. Congratulations. Thank you for joining. You are my winner for the live hamper. You get the wine and the bubble bath and the chocolate. Thank you so much for joining. Michaela, just pop me an inbox message on my Facebook page so that with your email address, then I can get in contact with you and I can get your prize to you. Awesome. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. It has been fantastic chatting to you, and I will catch up with you very, very soon. Cool. Bye. Oh, wait, there you are, Michaela. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so I know you got my message. Inbox me, and I'll chat to you on the other side. Bye.